Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for October 16th, 2012. It is currently 7:51 a.m. and temperatures range from the mid to upper 40s over much of the northern interior to the upper 50s to lower 50s along the coast. We have a light northwesterly to westerly wind anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour, at times gusting to 15 to 20 miles per hour, especially right along the coast, as high pressure takes hold and our dew points drop off. Our temperatures are going to fall back to near normal levels for this time of year in the upper 50s to lower 60s for highs this afternoon, possibly a few mid 60s around southern New Jersey. But we have a very interesting weather pattern unfolding over the next couple of days, so let's break it down. First of all, let's take a look at the radar. You can clearly see we have all the precipitation exiting out into New England and over the coastal waters of Maine. We do have a few stray showers over portions of northern New York. This is actually lake effect rain. No, not snow yet, but as you can see, we have colder air moving over the warmer Great Lakes, and that's producing a few scattered showers over western New York. They should not reach the northern Mid-Atlantic, but you could see a stray shower or two over extreme northeastern Pennsylvania due to these showers. They won't last long, more of a nuisance if anything else. Taking a look at the infrared satellite picture, you can see high pressure building in, clearing skies throughout the entire northern Mid-Atlantic and eastern United States for the most part. This right here is Hurricane, let's see here, Raphael. That's it. Hurricane Raphael is lifting to the northeast. It will not impact the United States at all. It will cause some problems for Bermuda, though, especially some heavy rain and some strong winds. The worst of it will remain to the east of Bermuda and will eventually help to enhance our negative NAO pattern. But don't worry, Raphael will not impact the eastern United States. This disturbance, though, is something to keep an eye on. Let's take a look at the water vapor satellite picture of North America. Again, here we have Raphael lifting north and east. That will start to block up our weather pattern, and that's important because as this gets blocked up over the northern Atlantic, we get a nice upper level trough around the Canadian Maritimes. It's going to slow down the pattern over much of the United States. Meanwhile, we have a strong disturbance entering into the Pacific Northwest. This disturbance and this disturbance will merge and combine and form a powerful upper level low along with this moisture here. So you get the combination of these factors setting up a powerful upper level low around the Great Lakes. That's going to produce an occluded front and a strong southwesterly fetch off of the Atlantic Ocean at all levels of the atmosphere by Friday, and that means moderate to heavy rain. So, if you have any plans on Friday, it's not looking too good. Saturday morning, a little sketchy, but then Saturday afternoon on through the rest of the weekend looks pretty good. But you see, the combination of these factors will set up a rather wet Friday afternoon, evening, and it's all because we have the interaction of what's left of Raphael lifting up into the northern Atlantic, creating blocking and leading to the conditions favorable for an upper level low to set up over the Great Lakes. So let's take a look at the latest model guidance. This is the European model guidance from the Penn State EWOL website, an excellent website for all your model needs. This is as of last night. You can see our upper level trough lifting north and east through the northern Mid-Atlantic, our cold front moving through. All in all, not too bad of a frontal passage. We did get some rain, but hey, we need it, so that's all right. Now, as this starts to lift northeast, you can see one disturbance here, another disturbance here, and some weaker disturbances at the mid-levels. You can see with the moisture here, where a subtropical jet. By this evening, our trough is starting to intensify over the Canadian Maritimes. It's starting to become influenced by what is going to be left of our hurricane. That's going to lift up into Canadian Maritimes. Notice the ridging starting to build up towards Greenland. Meanwhile, our strong disturbance dives through the Rockies this evening. Our other disturbance that's currently over the plains slows down, and here comes our subtropical disturbance. In the meantime, high pressure will be in control with tranquil weather conditions for this afternoon and for tomorrow afternoon. As the high pressure system shifts off the coast, our temperatures will rebound nicely into the lower to mid 60s for highs tomorrow afternoon. Now, for tomorrow morning, kind of jumping ahead, sorry about that. If you are north and west of the major cities, get ready for a nice freezing morning with temperatures falling into the upper 20s to mid 30s for lows. Especially if you're in locations like Poughkeepsie, Scranton. Those locations are probably going to drop off very quickly into the upper 20s, let's say like 29, 30 degrees, as these skies clear out and the winds become light. As you move further towards the coast, right along the coast, look for lower 40s. A little bit away from the coast, upper 30s. Still clearly a very chilly morning in place. And I would not be surprised if the model guidance busts here and we end up with much colder temperatures, like mid 30s right along the coast, if the winds go completely calm. So we got to keep an eye on that. In the meantime, high pressure shifts off the coast. Here comes our upper level low starting to intensify. Everything's starting to come together over the plains. You can see that strong upper level trough starting to set up over the Canadian Maritimes, basically blocking up this entire pattern. Now we have a lot going on here with this upper level low, this upper level low, that upper level low, and by the way, the polar vortex. So we have a lot of upper level lows trying to develop. I think this might be a little bit overdone because I don't like the idea of having so much low pressure and not much in the way of high pressure to balance everything out. Now we do have an impressive high pressure system trying to establish itself over the Pacific coast, especially right around California. But I think this might be a little bit overdone. One of these upper level lows is going to be a bit overdone here. So we're going to keep an eye on that. By Thursday, our upper level low solidifies over the plains. I like this idea. I think this is weaker. Okay, but it's more of a trough rather than an upper level low sitting here. But you get the idea of everything being blocked up here, okay? Meanwhile, this upper level low, I think, is going to be a little bit further south and west to balance out the pressure of this upper level low here. In the meantime, we're going to have a strong moisture fetch developing off of the Atlantic Ocean right into the northern mid-Atlantic. So Thursday, look for increasing clouds. Our temperatures are going to rebound nicely into the upper 60s to mid 70s for highs on Thursday with increasing cloud cover, but still very nice day. On Friday, here comes the rain. You can see we have a very strong southeasterly wind. Look for winds anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour. Periods of moderate to heavy rain on Friday is not going to be a very pretty day, especially in the afternoon and evening hours. If you have plans, you might want to consider changing them. So here's our upper level low again, sitting over the Ohio River Valley, shifting towards the northeast. Here's our deep trough starting to shift towards the west coast. Now, this is going to be interesting because by Saturday, our upper level trough starts to shift to the northeast. Now we're going to be on the, let's say, western side of this trough, which is where we have confluence, and that means we're going to have drying air. So Saturday morning we have some lingering showers, and then Saturday afternoon we have clearing skies. Our cold front continues to lift north and east into New England. Look for windy conditions on Saturday afternoon. Drier, but windy. Meanwhile, our deep trough starts to develop over the west, and we start to build a ridge. For the weekend, for the rest of the weekend, look for high pressure to be in complete control, dominating the entire northern mid-Atlantic, with temperatures averaging near normal in the upper 50s to mid-60s, and that's going to continue on to Monday. Now, I know there are some people out there, and I know who you are, who are concerned when they see this pattern and say, oh no, the winter is over. No, don't worry about that. My premium members know this already, that back in September, I did call for a bit of an Indian summer to develop around mid-October as the whole pattern shifts and we start to see these changes in the wavelengths of the 500 millibar pattern. So my premium members should not be surprised at all that we see a ridge developing right around the middle of October, just like I thought it would for this time of year. This will not last long, and this trough, especially with this ridge building over portions of Alaska, is going to shift to the east, and when it does, believe me, you all will know it. Well, that is the forecast for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. You can follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter and Facebook. Hey, check out the new logo. I've heard a lot of great feedback on it, so let me know what you think. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there.